Did you ever think that freestyle would ever get this big? I mean, especially when you were traveling around the Himalayas trying to learn the death touch with the monks. Did you ever did you ever think it would get this big?
Um, no, I didn't. I done this as a hobby, you know what I mean? I sort of semi-retired from what I was doing and wanted to do something I enjoyed, and it just sort of grew from there, you know? Yeah, it just happened, you know? So it's not something that I mean, I'm glad I'm going for the ride, but it was nothing that I planned. In a way, I envisioned it, you know, when I first got the gym, and this is back in the day when UFC was still underground. My mate said to me, he goes, you know, what do you want to get out of this? And I said, I'd like to get someone in the UFC one day. You know, that was my goal. But like I said, it wasn't mainstream. There was no Ultimate Fighter. There was no nothing. It was still back in the only when, you know, martial arts guys really knew about the UFC. You know, everyone else thought it was human cockfighting, you know.
It is one of those, things where it's like it's really, really exploded. And I feel like, it's a bit of luck with a lot of skill. Obviously, you've got to have, the great guy that is Volkanovski, but you've proven it with so many other fighters. Like what you've done with even Colby Thickness, like people look at him as like he is like the next big thing. And I think it's a testament to how much effort you put in. And I've even asked Alex before, like, what makes you so special? And I'm going to ask you a really awkward question. What do you think makes Joe Lopez so special?
Look, I think as a coach, you got to put your fighters before yourself and not have an ego. And I think it's just about caring about for the guys, you know. And obviously, you got to understand the sport and you know you got to understand grappling and wrestling and striking. You got to have an understanding of that. But there's a lot of guys that have that, and probably even better than me. But as far as coaching wise and everything else, I really care about the guys. You know, I don't want them to get hurt. You know, I want them to perform the best they can, and I'm always looking out for things that work for them. So Alex is built different to Colby, and Colby's built different to Jared, and so on. So each person's got their own style and everything else. So I look at things that complement their styles, and like I said, and try and fix the holes in their game where I can see they're weak, you know.
And is there any of you that wishes you could have kind of gone back and expanded on your own personal fight career at all, or is coaching always the main goal?
Oh, look, I would have loved to be in this era, back in the day, but that's just that's not going to happen. So I don't even think about that. I just can put my energy into what's for the boys and make them and the girls obviously what's best for them, and make the best path for them, and get them ahead, and get them to, I guess, fulfill their dreams, whether it's getting into the UFC or getting onto some one or Bellator or whatever it may be. I'm just there to try and help them get there.